What's the truth?
Go ahead, tell the truth.
Who is the hardest group of women to deal with? Black women.
Uh-oh.
You are mad at a guy that shot his shot at you numerous of times. You didn't give him no opportunity. You didn't give him no chance. So he goes elsewhere where he wants to be celebrated at, where he's desired at, and you're mad at him for that? I'm all for brothers. I'm not against brothers traveling. I'm not against brothers going to trying out different races. Because I'm going to tell you this right now, dog. Every dude that's from the hood and that's from the streets, their first selection of women was always the black woman. But that black woman just don't like you. She just don't do it for you. It takes a certain kind of umph to deal with a black woman. Who is the hardest group of women to deal with? Black women. Not hardest physically, hardest mentally. And if you don't have that finesse, you're not going to win with them. I'm sorry.
A lot of men in this red pill community, the manosphere, they think this way. A lot of black males, and especially black males who are coming up around my generation between 18 and 24, there are a lot of black men who are having this mindset instilled in them that black women are not a compatible helpmeet for them. Now here's the thing, because black men aren't going where they're wanted. Black men aren't going where they are desired. They're going where they are fetishized. You want to go with Ling Ling and Becky and Valerie and Gabrielle and Isabella. You want to go with these different foreign women. In these different countries, the women are conditioned as well to see black men in a certain way in which black men are mandingos. They got the slong. He then adds on that hood black men first options were black women, but because they just weren't able to handle them, they went out and sought other people. Now here's the thing, because when you're dealing with hood black men, in his reference, right, you're dealing with these certain type of niggas that have this conception of black women, and when you're in an environment where you don't associate with logical or sane black females, when you're dealing with people that aren't thinking on a critical level, much less you don't even have a proper foundation of seeing how a black man and woman is supposed to cooperate with one another, in the way that your mother treats you and talks to you, the way that your sisters may treat you and talk to you, and some of the women in the hood might talk to you the same way, it's going to provoke him to want to date outside of his race. It's going to want to provoke him to look for other races of women. Dating outside of your race does not solve your issues. It just buries them. See, you may think that if you're with Becky, or if you're with Valerie, or if you're with Ling Ling, that problem that you have within goes away. But instead, you're just instilling the self-hatred that you have for yourself. Because if you can't value the women that reflect you, the women that see you for who you are, if you can't see your reflection in a black woman, or much less even have the assumption or the conclusion that there is a black woman out there who can reflect you and value you, and you think that you can find that in other races of women, that's what he said. You have to have a to handle black women. And it shows you the mentality, not only the mentality, but the experience that some of these niggas have been through concerning these type of black females. There are Asian women, there are Latino women, and white women that I have seen as well that could be dressed as insane and dressed as outrageous and loudmouth as a black woman, quote unquote. Because StephisCold's is with a black woman. Why can't he use his girl for an example? He could have used his girl for an example, that there are women out there. If I found one, you could find one as well. Why didn't he go down that route?